Hey there, Dan here, serial entrepreneur, investor, and creator of SaaS Academy. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to ramp up your salesperson faster without spending a ton of your time. Be sure to stay to the end where I'm going to share with you my Rocket Demo Builder. It's a framework, a 9-box model on how you can close deals faster, twice the win rate in half the time. Let's get into it. So over the years, I've hired dozens of salespeople for my company, Flowtown, Clarity, my current business. Pretty much every business I'm involved in, there's usually a sales component to it, either biz dev when I worked with Udemy, helping them build their growth team. I worked with their sales team to do partnerships, etc. So it is something that's near and dear to my heart. It's also something that I invested a ton of time and money and energy in to perfecting myself. If you don't know this, when I started, I actually coded for almost a decade in writing the software myself, but I realized that for me to build a team, for me to hire key people, for me to have somebody else sell and not be founder-led sales, I needed to learn how to hire and train and retain and manage a sales team. And that's what I've done over the years. In this video, I'm going to share with you the exact strategy that I coach my clients. I work with some of the fastest growing SaaS companies in the world, from Proposify.com, ClickFunnels.com, Carrot.com, helping them install sales processes specifically around ramping up new salespeople to hit quota fast. So let's go over those strategies. Number one, filter. So even before somebody shows up in your business, you need to filter them from even coming onto your team, okay? So things that I look for. One, are they motivated, okay? One of the things that I always ask myself is their most selfish version of this person aligned with what I need them to do or become in my business? And that's what I'm very big on asking them, 5 years out, paint me a picture of your perfect day. And I want to kind of hear and see what they're aiming towards, because if that's where they're going inherently themselves and it's aligned with my business, then we're going to be good. So positive, I got to tell you, one of my team members, Wendell, is literally one of the most positive people in the world. So when I think of positive, I want somebody like that. And the reason why for a salesperson is they're going from rejection to rejection to rejection to win. And if they can't keep that enthusiasm and positivity going, there's no way they're going to be successful selling your software. So that's number two. Three is, and really they're two things, is test project and profile assessment. So test project is giving them some clients to call. Sometimes if I don't feel comfortable giving them clients or lower value leads, I will simulate that, where I'll have them do a sales call with a team member and have the team member impersonate a real client situation and see how they handle it and give them objections and just listen to how they deal with the objections and the flow and the conversation. Do they maintain the frame? All of the things that you should hopefully know about yourself if you're selling that you can teach the salesperson. And the fourth thing around filtering is making sure that you do some level of personality assessment. Things that are under the surface that you may not be able to pick up without doing some kind of like Myers-Briggs, Profile XT. I use Predictive Index. There's a bunch of different ones out there. It's not commercial for which one's the best for salespeople, because everybody's going to argue their own. But I do suggest, if you're going to hire somebody, any role really, you should put them through some kind of profile assessment so you can get a sense of maybe your top salesperson against them or yourself against them, to make sure that you have another data point to make your decisions. So number one is filtering. Number two, training. I can't tell you how often I see sales teams, when I scratch under the surface and I ask my coaching clients, what's your training schedule and your process and your rhythm for making sure your salespeople continue to get refined aspects and training from anybody? The answer is very little. No formal training. I'm going to tell you this. If you have not bought an existing sales training program, Winning by Design, Yako is brilliant. You can go check out his videos on YouTube. Sandler training is well known in the industry. There's, obviously the Grant Cardones of the world, they have training. This is, again, not an endorsement for any specific trainer, more so than you need to have a training process built into your sales process. The ramping up of a sales agent is very much a do, learn. So they got to go do some sales calls, learn some new skills, do some sales calls, do some learn skills. And you always want to make sure that you're perfecting one aspect of the sale or the call, not multiples in one training. So I call it like when you're a golf swinger, you're trying to fix the swing, you don't change 7 things. You change the grip, you change your feet position, you change the way you move your hips or whatever. I am not a golfer, so I have no clue. I can just imagine. But you want to make sure that your training is there. I know some sales team that it's a morning routine. Every salesperson has to watch at least 3 videos in their training vault, and they move forward. Every week, for sure, there's a training where they say to the top 3 sales rep, I want you to extract something that you did well, so from your audio notes or whatever, and I want you to teach that to the rest of the sales team. If you have been doing sales calls, please tell me you've been recording them all so that you can extract the calls that went really well or really bad and add that to your playbook for onboarding and training a salesperson. The other thing I'll do is I'll pay people to read books. So there's a bunch of sales training out there, from the Ultimate Sales Machine from Chet Holmes, the Jeffrey Gitomer stuff. Literally, there's hundreds of sales books. And you can just say, here are the top 10 sales books. If you read this, I will give you a $500 stipend. So you can just literally pay the salespeople to read the books. Some of them won't need to be paid, but I don't mind paying them because I'd rather them read the book, give me a synopsis of the book, and then pay them so that I know they're watching the training. So make sure you train your people, not you, somebody else's systems ideally that you buy, license, get them access to, and also reward them with books. Number 3, measure. So if you don't have a sales scorecard, you need to have one, and every rep needs their own, and every rep should know how they're selling to different product SKUs. So you might have different types of customers, from SMB to mid-market to enterprise, and within those you might have different packages or solutions. You want to make sure that on a weekly basis, minimum, your sales rep is getting a feedback loop on how well they're closing or they're enrolling new clients into your software. As a percentage, you want to give them their comparable. If you have that for yourself, these are where my numbers, this is where yours at. Sometimes they just need to see the gap themselves. They just need to know that here's where I'm at, and this is what's possible. Some people don't realize that a 60% win rate on a sales demo or product demo is absolutely possible because all they've ever done is 10%. Right? And they're coming from some other organization that might have had a bad product. They're working with you and they think 10% is good. And you know that you're doing 80%. So I always say, whatever the founder's doing, if you're selling today, take it, drop it back about 20%. And that's what anybody else should do. You have an unfair advantage if you're the CEO, you're the founder, you're the creator of the product. You exude passion, you exude confidence. It is just not fair. They don't have that. So take that back 20%. That should be their number. You should measure their win rates by product, by SKU, give it to them on a weekly basis, if not daily, so that they know, and create a leaderboard if you have multiple salespeople, so they understand their position in that leaderboard so they can use that as competition. It's positive peer pressure, okay? It's celebration. It's knowing how they're doing in relation to other people. And if you just have one rep and you're not doing any of this, they don't have the feedback loop that they need to motivate them to change, to tweak, to get better. Number 4, coaching. This is probably my favorite, most important thing you should be doing. So coaching comes in a few different ways. Number 1, every week you should be doing one-on-one coaching with your sales rep. This means that you're extracting, and you can get them to do this, but pull 3 calls, examples of where you dealt really good with objections and another one where you didn't, okay? So you want to actually have them pull their 3 favorite calls, good and bad, to present to you during the one-on-ones. In that one-on-one, you want to identify an opportunity for them to improve one aspect of their swing, aka sales call, to work on for the next 2 weeks to 3 months until that aspect of the call gets better, honestly. It might be the same thing for 6 weeks. So just stay on it until they finally get it. You can even pair them up or listen. What I love to do is I'll get one of my best sales reps call if I knew that they handled that area of the call really well, and I'll pull that and I'll make them listen to it. I think when salespeople have a hard time, one of the best things you do is make them listen to old successful calls if they have them, or other successful calls. They'll learn through osmosis. And then the coolest thing out of all the conversations that you could possibly have about coaching clients is the tool sets that we have today. We have tools like Gong, I believe it's Gong.io, Refract.ai, Course.ai. Here's what those tools do. They, in real time, will listen and process the audio conversation between your sales rep and the buyer, and actually extract the different, some of them do different things, so you gotta go check it out what's right for you and your size of organization. But some of them will actually categorize the conversation. Let's say it's a 60-minute conversation. They'll say the first third is discovery, problem analysis, and then, solution presentation or objections. And they'll pull it out. They'll even say, the ratio of questions versus talk time versus this rep versus that rep is all different. Literally go check out these products. I'll make sure I link them below. Because they can transform. Some of them, like Refract.ai, comes with a coaching component. So not only do you have somebody auditing the conversation and the quality of your calls so that reps get some feedback and you can clip out those audio responses and save them as training. Amazing. Some of them have mobile apps so you can actually like listen to the calls reps if you wanted to and you needed to listen to some calls. You can go on a run, listen to the calls. And the coaching for Refract.ai anyways, and check it out. I don't know if they're still doing it or not, but they provide coaching so you can have somebody else coach your salespeople. If you're already busy, you have no bandwidth, but you have 2 or 3 or 4 sales reps, you want somebody to support you on that. There's tools and services that allow you to do that. We live in an incredible world where we can get a rep up to 80% to quota, ideally within 60 days. You know, that's my rule. I've been able to do it in 3 weeks because if you have a structured talk track for the sales call, you do your job on all the marketing side, you can literally get 60% win rates on a call in 35 to 45 minutes and just crush it with your new salesperson and get them ramped up fast. So quick recap, 4 strategies to increase the ramp time of a salesperson hit quota. Number 1, filter. Make sure that you only get the right people that are motivated, positive, go through the test project, and ideally go through a profile assessment. 2, training. Invest in your people. 3, measure the win rates per product SKU and all the different data points for the scorecard. And 4, coaching. Get the tools, get the coaching, schedule your one-on-ones, make sure that they get the feedback loop from you. As I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, I want to share with you an exclusive resource called the Rocket Demo Builder. It's a 9-box model. It's the talk framework that you're going to use in your next demo and you're going to crush it. So most of my clients are doubling their win rates and closing deals in half the time. So if you're dealing with long sales cycles, this is going to show you how to use the virtual close to bring them down from 16 months to 6 months. Click the link below to get access to the Rocket Demo Builder. It's yours absolutely free. And as per usual, if you thought this video was valuable and there's somebody in your life that you care about that it could serve, feel free to share it with them directly. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. And as per usual, I want to challenge you to live a bigger life and a bigger business, and I'll see you next Monday.